All right, now consistent with the message so far of the show, we're focusing on just overall wealth and healthiness. We got Tim Scotland to give us a real estate market update, but a special guest, Sean Studer, body, mind, and soil.
That's
Interesting concept about real estate and developing yards and growing your own plants and healthy organic stuff. So all kind of themes out really well here today. How you doing, man?
Good. How you doing? Good to see you.
Good. So the real estate market's off to a pretty good start.
It's doing good. Before we get into that, I want to give you a little congratulations and just tell you I'm honored to be a part of what we've grown together for the last 3 years with this show. And you're doing a great job, and we appreciate all the work to help promote our business and be a part of it. So,
well, what we really do is we don't. We bring, I want to use the word organic again, we bring the best top producers in the market, and those are our content providers for the show.
Yeah.
So you see all of these people, these talking heads in the media that claim to be experts on finance, real estate, mortgage, whatever the subject matter might be, but it really is just somebody who's a paid host that may not know anything about it. And you see how much they inaccurately describe what's really happening.
Yep.
So our model brings in people like Tim, who have been in the business for 20-something years, family-owned business, and I say this all the time, the guy I would use if I was selling my house. So thanks for the compliment, and that's why it's working, it's real.
Yeah.
But today we're going to focus on, well, actually, real quick, the real estate market, though, how is it doing? We're halfway through the year.
It's good, yeah. We've seen a couple little blips along the way where we see inventory build in a little bit, and everybody feels like, oh, is there a shift or a change? And then out of nowhere, buyers come storming in and eat up the inventory. So still low inventory, prices are still climbing slightly. Occasionally a multiple offer, maybe 2 at a time, but we're not seeing the 4 or 5 that we were seeing a year ago.
It's relaxed a little bit.
Relaxed a little bit, normalcy building in, but rates are still holding great, and I expect that to continue through the end of the year, especially being an election year. They're not going to rock the boat too much at this point. We're going to be watching to see what happens.
Yeah, the
there.
cost of homeownership is just insane. And with the Brexit story, I mean, it's moved money into our bonds, and mortgage rates are incredible. I mean, it's rare when you can say there's good opportunities to buy and sell.
Yeah.
Right? The selling part, a lot of offers, prices are going up, demand and low supply. On the buy side, when you have low rates, the cost of homeownership is so incredibly inexpensive. So I actually bought last year, and we did a full-blown renovation, turfed out the yard because of the water issue that we're facing, and we got an orange tree in my yard, Sean, and I love my orange tree. There's nothing like a blue moon with a fresh orange in it.
Yep.
So tell us about what you do. I think it's a pretty cool topic.
You know, I started out installing raised bed organic vegetable gardens for clients and fruit trees, planting fruit trees. But my main focus is all about the organic program, and also help my clients get on the organic program in their landscape, because they can save up to 30 to 50% just on your landscape watering just by doing the organic practices.
So I think I'm a perfect person to be doing this interview, because you can take me from start to finish on this thing. So someone who's completely clueless, owns a home, but would love to have fresh fruit, vegetables, avocados, what is that, a fruit or a vegetable? See, I told you. I don't know anything. But it's just a cool thing to have at your home.
Yeah.
So where do you even start small on something like this?
You know, well, considering that the soil here is not really good, raised beds are always the best way to go, because then you can bring in some really good soil. Yeah, you build raised beds. You got gopher problems here, so we can put hardwood cloth down to help take care of that. But then you bring in your own soil that's very good soil that's for growing good vegetables, and then add good nutrients to it. And it's a lot easier.
Now, Tim, you actually did this with your home.
Yeah, Christine loves cooking, and we noticed that every 12 to 18 months we were buying the same things at the grocery store, but yet the bill was increasing $10 to $20 a trip.
Yep.
On top of that, we had our drought going on, so the water bill was increasing, and we said, hey, we have a beautiful yard that we put together in 2005, but rather than just watering these trees for beauty, what if we replaced the trees with fruit trees?
Yep.
What if we were able to take some hedges out and help get with Sean and do some raised garden beds? And it's been great. It's been great for the kids. It's great to have control over what we're eating. It's not sitting on a truck or on a boat or being sprayed with some preservative.
Right.
So from all those benefits, and as we show homes more and more, I'm seeing backyards being utilized with raised garden beds.
Now,
so
I know you position
resource.
this as Christine likes, and I've been to your home. We took the American Dream out to your home. We did an interview with Tim about the market and his 20 years in the business, and over my shoulder, there's like a smorgasbord of food they'd been cooking all day. Like it was taco night, but it wasn't like throw some meat in a pan. It's like food has been cooking all day long. But I like how you put her as a front.
Yes.
You got to admit, it's kind of cool to have a yard where you can go out as a man and pick your own fruit.
Great.
There's something about home ownership, I think, that's kind of, kind of the guy thing too.
Chest pounding. Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah, isn't it? Or am I wrong here?
No, it's great.
And what they did a great job of is Christine, she used to utilize a lot of pots. You can grow a lot of stuff in a lot of pots, especially if they may not have much area to put in raised beds, but they have a big porch or patio, concrete patio. Well, use that space for pots. Not only does it make the place look better,
Yeah, it kills two birds with one stone.
You're growing edible plants.
So what are some examples of some relatively easy ways to go about it? I'd be so worried that you'd come out to my home, we'd get something started, and I'd kill them because I have no idea what I'm doing. I mean, so if you wanted to, pots, what kind of fruits, vegetables, what are some easy things to target?
Well, those whiskey barrels or wine barrels that are cut in half, those are really good because they have a lot of surface area, a lot of depth.
How much can you pick up one of those for? I got a lot of questions, sorry.
$30 to $35, I think, at Home Depot.
Not expensive. You get the soil, put it in?
Yeah, unless you need to get some potting soil to put in there too. But you always want to make sure when you do get a potting soil that's a really good quality.
Yep.
The cheap stuff is cheap for a reason. And cheap is the new expensive. Like I say, not my business, because one of my products I sell is the highest quality one on the market.
Okay.
And the cheap stuff costs you more money. You have to keep it back, repurchase it, or it didn't work out well and you have to buy something else. So,
and what are some of the things that you would put into this one particular example? What kind of fruits, vegetables?
Tomatoes do real well, as long as it's, you want to have at least 15-gallon container for tomatoes because they have a big root system. Smaller pots, you can do herbs, lettuces, some kales, as long as it's not too big a plant. The bigger the plant, the bigger the root system.
What did Christine do?
We change it through the seasons. So right now we have tomatoes going on. We're pulling zucchinis. She'll do a lot of lettuce, kale, spinach, and a lot of the herbs, like Sean was saying. Yeah, we're going out and picking fresh mint or thyme. So all those types of things to incorporate in her cooking right from the garden.
Now, you help a lot of people buy and sell real estate. You're seeing homeowners do this stuff as well?
We are. Like I said earlier, as we're showing homes, I'm seeing people that have small chicken coops and they're pulling eggs every morning. I'm seeing
no kidding.
the organic raised beds, growing tomatoes. And,
urban farmers.
Yeah.
It's fascinating. It really is awesome, though.
It is.
Yeah, it's great. And using our water efficiently, and how great for the kids. Kids to learn. You don't just need to go to a store or go on the internet to get something. You can be patient and nurture something and grow it and then nourish your body that way. It's pretty neat to watch them.
Kids love this because if you think about that, when we teach them how to grow fruits and vegetables, that's something they're going to remember the rest of their lives. A lot of stuff they're going to forget they learn in school. This they will remember because they actually participate in it. Then they eat the byproduct of it. They get the fruits of their labor, so to speak.
Well, it's just so interesting how the world is shifting. We're paying much more attention to the food. You mentioned preservatives earlier. So people are getting into this organic hype, whatever you want to call it. But now it's like not only are people paying attention to the organic side of things, but also, well, what if you wanted to do it yourself and really appreciate the food that you eat and the nourishment it gives you?
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
We're getting, it's actually, the organic part is somewhat of a misnomer because we're actually getting back to the natural way. The chemical industry is a relatively new phenomenon, and it's done a tremendous amount of damage to our earth, our planet, and especially to the soil. Because of the chemicals, there's nothing good about them. We need to get off the chemicals. They kill the life of the soil, and now the plants become dependent upon those very chemicals that they killed the life of the soil with. So it's a vicious cycle. Whereas we just follow Mother Nature's path. You feed and stimulate the soil biology. That will take care of the plants.
What a fascinating interview. Thanks for coming in
teaching patience,
Yeah,
everything's
exactly.
Everything's instantaneous now on your phone, on your iPad. Have some patience and appreciate something and work at something. I
totally agree.
That's a great point.
Use Sean as a consultant.
The chemical way is the fast way. You can use these, that one product, I won't mention the name of it, but let's just say it's a miracle anything grows in it.
Yeah.
But what that does is it shocks the plants into growing too fast, unnaturally, and now the plants, they may look good for a little bit, then they end up
This is a real
looking
craft
back.
for you, isn't it, Sean?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty cool. Great interview. I even used the word smorgasbord today.
It was
which
great.
I don't even know if I've ever used the word, much less on a TV show. So you got it all
Bubba
here today.
Ganoush and smorgasbord are two tough things to work in.
ScoglinRealEstate.com. Sean, thanks for coming on.
You're welcome. Thank you
Hopefully
for
people
having
can
me.
visit you online as well, learn more about it. Tim,
Yes.
a wealth of knowledge, and not just on the market or interest rates or equity, but building a home, valuing that home, memories, and something to hang out with the wife and kids over. Cool
you.
stuff.
Yeah.
All right, coming up next.